Man, oh man, you have to love technical difficulties. You have to love when you're using a streaming service and your internet decides to go out and you have to go and reset the router. But you know what? Okay, whatever. I got two videos in one now. So I guess I'm not starting over. When I release this on YouTube, I'll put up both parts. But or just this one, because right now I just ran down the games that are up this week. I'm going to do that again real quick. Thursday night football is come and gone with New Orleans at Carolina, with Carolina beating New Orleans 23-20. But Sunday we got Buffalo at Cincinnati, Pittsburgh at Cleveland, Dallas hosting Baltimore, Jacksonville at Detroit, Indianapolis hosting Tennessee, Tampa Bay at Kansas City, Arizona at Minnesota, Chicago at New York to take on the Giants, Miami at Los Angeles, New England at San Francisco. My game of the week, Philadelphia at Seattle. Sunday night game, Green Bay at Washington, and Monday night from Mexico City, Mexico, Houston at Oakland. So we start off with a game that has no idea. Buffalo at Cincinnati. I'm just going to go straight with the home team here, like I was saying before. Cincinnati wins. A.J. Green and Andy Dalton just light up the scoreboard. Pittsburgh at Cleveland. I mean, do I have to say more? Pittsburgh wins. Cleveland, I mean, Pittsburgh's has only won once on the road, and that was week 1. So I'm not sure. Hey, Cleveland might get their one win. Cleveland's not entirely out of it yet. But who knows? This is a tough game to call, though. Baltimore at Dallas. I can't lie. I think Dallas is going to have a great run, especially to finish off the season, head to the playoffs. The question is, can they get past their recent hiccup? Was Tony Romo their biggest hiccup of them all? Will they finally make the Super Bowl for the first time in 20-plus years? Who knows? First, they got to get past Baltimore. And how the entire AFC North has been playing, I'm pretty sure Dallas will. Speaking of the North, you have Detroit now. Your current first place divisional leader. And the Baltimore at Dallas battle of divisional leaders right there. But anyways, moving on. Jacksonville at Detroit. First place Detroit Lions. How often do you hear that? Or how long ago could you hear that? I think Detroit is finally moving in the right direction. I mean, in the recent years, they've been up and down. They've won games they should have lost and vice versa. And now with Jim Bob Cooter at offensive coordinator, how can you go wrong with an offensive coordinator named Jim Bob Cooter? They are 4-1 in their last 5 games. They are 3-1 at home. So, gotta go with the home team here, Detroit. AFC South divisional matchup, Tennessee at Indianapolis. The two teams that beat Green Bay the last 2 weeks in their must-win games, though. And it's at Indianapolis. And in all honesty, I do feel like Tennessee is the more well-rounded team. They got a great running game. DeMarco Murray, I believe, is one of the best in the leagues. He just needs a great front 5. I mean, great running backs. Sure, they'll find their holes and make their moves, but in all honesty, it's that front line that gets them started. You're not going to have a great running back unless you don't have a front 5. I mean, when he was in Dallas, he was great. When he was for Philly for 1 year, he sucked. Now he's in Tennessee. Tennessee has better front 5 than Philly, and here we go. Indianapolis, Andrew Luck, you know, I don't know. I mean, this could get to a shootout. This might reach the 40s, but I gotta go with Tennessee. Oh yeah, we're nearing the fourth quarter. Oh, they bring out the kicker. Philly, Washington, or Seattle's bring out the kicker. Anyways, yeah, Yahoo's predicting this game 50-50 split. No clear-cut winner. Tampa Bay at Kansas City. If Tampa Bay wants to make a statement and one makes a push and run for the NFC South, they gotta get an upset win here, especially at Kansas City. But if Kansas City wants to keep pace, wants to hold on, my pick for the AFC, represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. At least that pick's still alive. My NFC pick, it's on life support, but it's on its dying breath. I think Kansas City, anywhere Andy Reid goes, success follows. But too long, it wilters. But I gotta stick with Kansas City here. Kansas City is just a better team. I mean, how can you go wrong? I don't know where to go from there. Just still a little shaken up. But okay. Arizona and Minnesota. Like I said before, when this game started, when the season came out, and so forth, season starts, this game looked like one of those nail biters. Two heated divisional leaders at the time with maybe 2 or 3 losses, looking for, winner may take home field advantage in the playoffs. But we are far from that. Far from that. Both teams are respectfully second in their divisions. But Minnesota on a 4-game losing streak, and Arizona at 4-4-1. I mean, Arizona's plus 42, Minnesota's plus 23 in net points. Minnesota's 2-3 on the road, but they're at home. So, and they're 3-1 at home. They suffered their first home loss against Detroit. And Arizona's 1-2 on the road. And that's a toughy one now, looking at those little minor stats. But I gotta stick with Arizona. I think Minnesota's in a free fall. It's going to be a while before they can get back to where they were. And then we move on to Chicago at New York to take on the Giants. I mean, Chicago still has a chance in the North, but with a loss, they still have a chance. The Giants, they need to keep pace. They need to keep on winning. Even have a chance maybe for first place in the NFC, but right now they have a comfortable, in my opinion, a comfortable, not concrete lead in the NFC East. But I don't know how New York could lose to the Bears. I know it's possible, but especially at home, I gotta go with the Giants beating Chicago, and it just might be a cakewalk. Moving on to late games, 3 o'clock games. Miami at Los Angeles. Rams will finally start. Jared Goff under center. They won last week, but that was all thanks to 3 field goals from their kicker. That's twice now this year they've won, I believe, 9-6, and scored no touchdowns. I mean, yay for the wins, but you gotta get more productive. Miami right now, they're on a 4-game winning streak. Let's see. Miami is 1-3 on the road, though. The Rams, ever since returning to the Coliseum, they are 1-3 at home. funny. And Miami got their first road victory last week, because San Diego. Oh, they were 3-2, 3-1 at home. Yeah, that game was at San Diego, and I mean, Miami finally got their first win on the road. So hey, why not? They go back to the West Coast. They go to Southern California, not to South, Southeast California, Southern California, and Los Angeles. And I mean, Miami is the better team. The Rams might have a good defense, but Miami wins. Move on to New England at San Francisco. I mean, are you joking? New England. If, like I said before, if losing Gronkowski, because the man curse continues. Those who don't believe will suffer. If New England loses, I mean, and they really need Gronkowski that badly, then you know what? They're not Super Bowl caliber team then. Just saying.
10 yards still left on second down.
The real question becomes was it Dion Lewis? He was activated in the Seattle game but wasn't used. Will he be? How much used he will be? Will they use him at all? Because I mean, obviously James White, I want to say, has filled that role just fine, and they have that nice bruiser and LeGarrette Blount. Oh, I love LeGarrette Blount. Great big pounding running back. But New England, if New England has any issues against San Francisco, it's because Tom Brady was knocked out, and Tom Brady was knocked out. That's about it. Philadelphia at Seattle, the game of the week that I chosen. I mean, right now it's a close game. It's only a 5-point difference. I mean, it depends on Philly's defense and how much productive their offense can be. I mean, they had a close game last week against Atlanta, but that was in Philly though. And Atlanta is 4-2 on the road, so they were 4-1 on the road. Philly, on the other hand, got a little technical difficulties. Ooh, blocked. Philly is 4-0 at home. That's going for them. That's a plus. But they are 1-4 on the road. Their only road victory came. Where is it? At Chicago, week 2. That's not a surprise. And Philly's now down by 2. So, I mean, that's just offensive stats, but I mean, defense wins you championships. Offense wins you games, but defenses wins you championships. Offensively speaking, Philly's 26th in passing, 8th in rushing, and total yards 17th, while Seattle is 11th in passing, 30th in rushing. Wow, I don't know. And 20th in total yards. So I mean, Seattle can't run the ball, but they can sure pass it. And it's like vice versa for Philly, but
now it's Sturgis converted on the field goal. Now he'll send this one away on the kickoff.
Let's see who it. I think I'm going for upset, actually. No.
He'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
You know what? Yes. I'm going to change my pick. I had Seattle winning mainly because they were the home team, but you know what? I feel upset mode and picking the Eagles, upsetting Seattle at home, and who knows? It may come true. Oh, and the game that I've been dreading for at least a week for picking at least. The Green Bay Packers, my Green Bay Packers, at the Washington Redskins for Sunday Night Football. And last week I said, well, I pick Green Bay every single week because, you know, as a Green Bay fanatic, more or less, I feel like they're going to go 16-0 in the regular season, but that doesn't mean they're going to win every single game in the postseason and win the Super Bowl. If that was true, you know, everyone's favorite team would be 16-0 and be Super Bowl champions year in and year out, but I know that's not true. But this is going to be a close game. I hope Green Bay would have a chance, but like I said last week, I said if Green Bay would lose to Tennessee, I'm going to go and pick against them, and I'm going to pick against Green Bay and go with Washington. Washington, I mean, where Green Bay is at the crossroads. I mean, it looked like they had things, you know, right way, so forth. I mean, they had a great playoff game last year between the two. I mean, how that game started last year, it looked like Washington was going to walk all over Green Bay, but Green Bay got things right and got things going and took care of business in that wild card game. But I think it's going to be a high-scoring game. I think we're going to see lots and lots of offense. We're going to see maybe, I don't know what the highest scoring game is in Sunday Night Football. They did have the highest scoring game in Monday Night Football history, so why not Sunday night? You got to set that precedent and get that record. So I'm picking Washington. It hurts my heart, but sometimes you have to be a realist than optimist. And I'll be rooting for Green Bay. I'll be happy when Green Bay wins. But in reality, when they lose, reality is going to sink in. But how the rest of the NFC North is playing, who knows? They're still alive, even with a loss. They're not out of it. And then finally, Sunday Night Football, or we had some Monday Night Football from Mexico City, Mexico. We have Houston at Oakland. Funny story, I think it was Houston's manager team warned them not to leave the hotel while they're in Mexico. I find that kind of funny. Let's see. Houston. No, that's wrong. Houston.
The Eagles coming out as they get ready.
Maybe I can find this news article, but more or less they're saying just do not leave the hotel. Stay here. Don't go anywhere else until game time and practices and stuff like that. Nope. Well, Oh yeah, that's right. Semifinalist name for Hall of Fame. I'll get to that in a second.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's brought down. A nice pick up there.
But no, can't find that article at the moment. But it's just funny because, you know, okay, you're telling your players don't go wandering around Mexico City. Then why are you having a game? Why are you having a game in Mexico City if you don't trust the environment, the city's environment? Not saying the same thing couldn't happen in London, England, but I'm not surprised. I mean, I can understand the tensions after the U.S. election, but who knows? But do my pick real quick with that. Then recap some other news real quick since I had to restart my stream and pick up halfway near the end of the third quarter. But anyways, I gotta go with Oakland in this one. Oakland, I feel, is the better, solid, all-around team. Houston, their offense is hit and miss. I mean, yes, they're 6-3, but they're not as solid as Oakland. Oakland, though, has the problem of getting called for penalties, but they're moving in the right direction. Houston is wishy-washy not wishy-washy at best, but they're above par, but not as high as Oakland. So I'm going with Oakland in that one. So those are my picks. I like my upset now. I'm hoping I at least get one wrong with the green going against my Packers, but you know, I gotta be a realist sometimes and an optimist. So, yeah. I mean, for those, like I said before, I love technical difficulties when you're using a streaming service, trying to produce, make something, and you know your internet goes out. I mean, internet's very important these days in this day and age. But I mean, great debate. I'd like to throw these videos up on YouTube, and I might just put up the second half. And you know, anyone that wants to watch the first half, you gotta go to my Twitch page. So we'll see. Anyways, other news that came out in the NFL this week, we did have our semifinalists announced for the 2017 Hall of Fame class. Some not surprising, maybe some surprising, but I'm sure all are worth are you know, qualified. So we have 26 nominees or semifinalists, which we start off with Morten Andersen, place kicker, and in all honesty, I mean, I feel place kickers and punters and even offensive linemen, they don't get the credit where credit is deserved. I know kickers, you can look at their stats and so on and so forth, but like I think some other punters can make the Hall of Fame. And offensive linemen, you just don't see the stats. But I really think Morten Andersen should get in. I mean, he's one of the best. But anyways, Morten Andersen, Stephen Otwater, safety. Tony Boselli, offensive tackle. Isaac Bruce, wide receiver. I mean, that's another tough position. You know who the best are, but then who's next? Don Corelli, coach. Roger Craig, running back. Terrell Davis, running back. Terrell Davis is going to have a hard time getting in just because of that short career, 95 to 2001. Yes, he was league MVP. Yes, he was a Super Bowl MVP. But tough. Was it Gale Sayers, I think I heard? Or Walter Payton, one of the two that had that short career, but I think it was Gale Sayers, not Walter Payton. You know, but it's just that that's only 6 years, if that. It's tough to produce a Hall of Fame career in 6 years, but I mean, if you are saying season records and winning MVPs and stuff like winning hardware, yes, I think you could be Hall of Fame worthy. Brian Dawkins, safety. Alan Fansell, guard. Not sure, but hey. Chris Hitton, offensive tackle / guard. Torrey Holt, wide receiver. Like I said, wide receivers, those are tough, just like running backs. It's like you know who the elites are, but then you got to thin out those mediocres to great, or great from good. Joe Jacoby, offensive tackle. Edgerrin James, running back. Like, if I had to choose between Terrell Davis and Edgerrin James, I think Terrell Davis, even with the shorter career, was a more Hall of Fame worthy running back than Edgerrin James. I mean, Edgerrin James was a good running back, but That's just, this is my opinion. Jimmy Johnson, coach. I think he's Hall of Fame worthy. It's about time. Mike Keane, offensive tackle. Ty Law, cornerback. John Lynch, safety. Same thing there. Like, I don't. Oh my goodness! Ooh, Philly. Wow. Just turn back and look at that deep bomb. Philly's got a chance. Oh my goodness. Almost what? Almost 90-something yard touchdown.
It's often the difference between winning and losing
and
changing field position.
They got a chance now. They just need 3 to take the lead, I believe. But back to the list. Like, John Lynch, I don't know who are the other safeties in the Hall of Fame. I think that's also a caliber of determining who's Hall of Fame worthy or not, who's already there compared to who should be or who's nominated and so forth. So, Clay Matthews, junior technically, because Clay Matthews III plays for the Packers. Clay Matthews, the current linebacker, his father, is a semifinalist. I couldn't tell to be Kevin Mao, center. Carl Malkenberg, linebacker. Terrell Owens, wide receiver. If I had to choose between, there's also Hines Ward. If I had to choose between the 4 wide receivers on the semi-finalists, and only 1 wide receiver could get in, picking up, I had there's Isaac Bruce, Terry Holt, Terrell Owens, and Hines Ward. I almost think Hines Ward might get in, but I think Terrell Owens deserves it. I forget where he's on that list of most receiving yards, but ooh, 2-minute warning, down by 2. Was it second or third down?
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They face a critical third down.
Third down, come on, Philly. Seattle's going to end up using a timeout. Oh, they just need to get first down. Seattle have burn timeout. They run the ball 2 more times. Timeout, run the ball on third down, let the clock run, and then kick a field goal. Yay! But I almost think they would pick Hines Ward over Terrell Owens. But not saying, I think Owens is more deserving. No one's more deserving than anyone else, I would say. It's just when is their time. But I think they might just, jab at Owens one more time and say, here, you have to wait 1 more year. Then you got Jason Taylor, defensive end. Yeah, I think he's Hall of Fame worthy. He might be one of those, one that sneaks in. LaDainian Tomlinson. Oh, they didn't get the first down. Wow, but they got the lead. LaDainian Tomlinson. He's got hardware, but he doesn't got that ring. I think that's going to hurt him just a little bit, but compared to Edgerrin James and Roger Craig, when did he play? Yeah, he certainly has got the hardware, but name recognition is the other thing. I don't know. Maybe this would be Davis's year. But then we got Kurt Warner. He's got the hardware and the ring. I mean, Hall of Fame. I mean, it's more like Cinderella career than Hall of Fame, but why not both? Late bloomer. And then last but not least, Darren Woodson. Not sure, couldn't tell you, but you got 26 finalists, and you have, I think they got to narrow it down to 6.
Tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all.
I forget among first-year eligible former Chargers running back. Yeah, LaDainian Tomlinson is the head. Yeah. See, I don't know about that. The current group includes 15 offs. Yeah. No, I want. How many does it have to be narrowed down to? The list was 94, and then it was narrowed down to 26. And we'll find the will be turned down to 15 finalists in early January. The current group includes, okay, so 15 finalists. Oh, geez, they got to eliminate 11 people to get to 15. We'll see. But, okay, let's see how this game ends. Can Seattle do their magic in Madden? But I'll say it once again. Oh, they're not quite in field goal range. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. So, here we go. Second one, 26 seconds. Oh, wide open. And Seattle takes timeout. Okay. So, I mean, I'll flat out say I don't care for putting up a 2-hour-long video. I do really only like to put up a 5 to 10 minute video, if that, 10 at the most, of doing the simulating of the game, editing it, and then talking over it. I'll be flat out, but you know, gotta do what you gotta do with the stuff you got. So, and especially when you're using an internet streaming service and the internet goes out, I mean, you either gotta start over or just go where put up what you got. So the debate comes for me: do I put up both halves or just the one? And the one that really means the most is the latter half, and not the first half. So I got a decision to make, but hey, for those who want to see the first half, they got a 2-week window to watch on my Twitch page for sure. But anyways, we got 17 seconds. Time. Oh, I think they should have just ran the clock down, took their timeout then. They're probably going to run the ball one more time. I mean, Seattle and their magic. I don't know how they do it. Somehow they just find the way to win. Find a way to move the ball when it matters and either score or stop, get that amazing stop. So Philly, let's see some magic. Let's get a block here.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
So 2nd and 4, 14 seconds. Oh, I love it. They pass it. No, they're not going to. Fumble it. Fumble it. Nope.
It's a gain of 4 there. New set of downs. Now whistles come in.
And then the great debate becomes, should Philadelphia have used any of their timeouts earlier to preserve time on the clock, to give them a chance to get the ball back? And it's always the great debate. I'm not one. If you have the lead, you don't want any time left. You want to show that your defense is better than their offense.
So it's all gonna come.
Now they take a timeout. Ice the kicker. Got ice the kicker. Yeah. Chip shot. Hey, he missed a chip shot earlier in the season. But this is Madden. It's not the same. So.
The defense, they got a little bit of a breather.
But like I said, I'm not one. If you have the lead, you're under 2 minutes in the game, or less than a minute in the game, and your opponent has the ball, and you have all 3 timeouts, and either they do or don't. I would not start using timeouts. Like if it's a 1-possession game, I would not use timeouts. I would rely on my defense and let them burn off the clock and hope my defense can make that stop, or even leave some time on the clock for me. But
so it's all going to come down to Stephen Hauschka.
Here we go, but there will be time left.
This one for the win.
The snap, the place, the kick is up.
This one is right through.
And it's good. I think I chose a good game. Good game. We'll find out come Sunday. Philly at Seattle. don't know why, but I really like Philadelphia. I think Philadelphia is going to pull off the upset.
That could mean the ball game, but he hits it.
So what we got? We got 7 seconds left. They're probably going to squib it. That'd be a semi-smart move, I would think. I don't know. I think it's a smart move because you know you will take some time off the clock. You kick the ball deep, they take a knee. There's still 7 seconds left. They get the ball at 25. A Hail Mary. You never know.
Now after the made field goal, Hauschka
But if you
back out
kick
on
it
the
short
field
and
to
make
take it
them,
away.
yep, short kick.
Now it's
6,
Varner.
5, 4,
And he'll
3,
get it up to
4
about the
seconds left.
26-yard line just across the
So
25.
instead of 1st and 10 at the 25 with 7 seconds left, they have 1st and 10 at the 26 with 4 seconds left. So it's time for that prevent defense. Rush. You rush 3, and you have 8 back. 8 DBs and maybe a wide receiver. Oh, looks like they might bring a linebacker.
One final try now for Wentz.
Wow, that was just
A crusher there as it's intercepted.
intercepted. So Philly
Free safety, Earl Thomas.
has a good look like they were going to get the last laugh, but no. Seattle, of course, at home gets the W.
And we know that every
And,
play during a game matters.
And
You're never sure
like
which
sometimes,
one's
you know,
going to be
okay,
one
yeah,
of the
interception
key
was
ones.
recorded.
But at the end of the game, when you
It's-
analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays,
it's not the
they're gonna be
same.
the ones you focus on, and that last play was one of them.
So
The last shot,
here's some highlights for
and they
the.
came up with the
Well, you
interception
missed
and
when the
sealed
stream
their
cut out on me. And Philly and Seattle had a nice back and forth game, but home team Seattle got the last laugh. So we'll find out on Sunday who will have the last laugh. Like I said before, I'm not a big Seattle Seahawks fan. I just don't think they're. I don't think they're legit, but their record says otherwise. So I still gotta give them credit where credit is due.
It's a win for the Seahawks here as we
So,
say so long
there you
from
go.
Seattle.
Seattle wins 21-19. Madden, if it gets it right, be back at 500 at 6-6. Otherwise, it's batting below. So, excuse me, next week be a little earlier because of Thanksgiving. So, until next time, see ya. And thanks for watching.